You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, April 9th. In our top story, Las Vegas Metro Police needs your help finding a robbery suspect. More now from News 25's Jillian Tuck.
Detectives need assistance from the community to help identify individuals who battered and robbed 2 victims in the Spring Mountain corridor. On March 29, 2026, at approximately 8:55 p.m., the victims exited a business in the 4200 block of Spring Mountain Road. 2 males approached them and attempted to take some personal items, leading to a struggle. During the struggle, one suspect battered both victims. The suspects were able to take personal items from one of the victims before leaving the area in a white 4-door sedan. Both victims were transported to a hospital to receive treatment for injuries sustained during the robbery. The first suspect is described as a white or Hispanic male, 15 and 20 years old, wearing a black sweater with a distinctive design and orange pants. The second suspect is described as a tall black or Hispanic male, 15 and 20 years old, also wearing a black sweatshirt.
In more local news, the Veterans Administration is hosting a job fair in Las Vegas next week, and you'll find employers ranging from hospitality to gaming to even reps from the Las Vegas Athletics. So get your best business casual attire ready and print some resumes. Christy Willis has more details.
VA Southern Nevada Healthcare System is hosting an employment fair from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on April 15th at North Las Vegas VA Medical Center Auditorium. The employment fair will have a wide range of employers from both private and public sectors in Southern Nevada. The event is hosted by VA SNHS Vocational Rehabilitation Service and Compensated Work Therapy Program. Job seekers will be able to meet with employers from the Veterans Health Administration, Nurse Recruiters, Clark County School District, Boyd Gaming, Venetian Resort, Oakland A's, National Park Service, Clark County, Station Casinos, North Las Vegas Fire Rescue, Regional Transit Corporation, Circa Casino and Resort, and many others. Last year, more than 500 veterans attended the employment fair, with dozens receiving interviews and job offers that day. The event is open to veterans, military service members, and government employees, and appointments are not required. Veterans should bring copies of their resume and wear business casual clothing. For questions or more information, please contact derek.love@va.gov.
We're highlighting an area business now as News 25 attends Epic Realty's 3rd annual anniversary party. And it was an epic event with cool cars on display. Meet the leadership team and learn more about Epic in this report.
Hello everyone, welcome. It is Epic Nevada's 3rd year anniversary. It is April Fool's 2026. We just rolled in our Epic party bus. We are here to promote Epic. As you can see, the bus turned out phenomenal. I am here with our leadership team. Let me introduce you to our Nevada broker, Cesar Tobar, our West Regional Broker Support, Jay No, and one of our board members, Mr. Sam Rodriguez. Let me hand it over to Cesar.
I couldn't have said anything better myself, so thank you, Ernesto. Mr. J.
Mr. Sam, hold on.
Just like Ernesto just said, this is our 3rd anniversary here in Nevada. We are super excited to come here to support not just the leadership here, which have obviously grown into such an amazing organization here, along with all the amazing agents here up and down all of Nevada. So we are so honored to be able to do this today among our agents and our leadership.
I think this is a really special moment for us because, you know, our national expansion started right here. After we opened in Texas, you know, the story goes, you know, I stumbled upon Epic Realty myself. So one of the first calls that I didn't even have to make actually was with Cesar Tovar. Cesar calling up to say, is this something we should take a look at? And he said immediately, you know, sign me up, I'm ready to be the broker and open up Nevada. So it's a special moment here for us. Also now as a former resident here of Las Vegas myself, so it's special to be here, to be standing here now to see the growth that we've experienced right here in Las Vegas, throughout Reno, and beyond. I mean, it's all spurred right here out of Nevada State. To see us go from maybe 100 agents or so at the time to now, you know, close to 5,000 agents in 50 states and growing. So, you know, I said the word special over and over again, but that's really is a really special moment for us to come together and celebrate together. We do regular events actually right here live throughout the states. We do some in Reno. We do some on Zoom calls every single week. We do some right here live in Las Vegas. If you're, you know, happen to be watching this, or maybe you're visiting in this market, a lot of these events are also taking place live throughout the entire country. They're also taking place virtually on a lot of Zoom events too. So that, and check out epic.com or beepic.com or joinepic.com. It's a great resource to be able to find out all the different things that make us very unique.
What you can do is you can certainly reach out to Cesar Tovar or our amazing other broker here, Leslie Reese. So reach out to them. They have all the information for anyone who's interested.
We have some exciting college hockey playoff action tonight at T-Mobile, and it's your chance to get tickets to the A's homestand. Mikey Ruhan has all that and more in sports now.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights hit the road this evening to face off against the Seattle Kraken, where the coffee is strong and hopefully the defense is stronger. And speaking of unusual, 4 freshman goalies will take the ice at T-Mobile Arena for the Frozen Four semifinals this evening. That's right, 4 freshmen. At this point, the NCAA is checking yearbooks like, are we sure these guys didn't just have prom? The Las Vegas Aviators came up short on Wednesday, falling 8-7 to the Sacramento Rivercats. They'll run it back tonight at 6:45 because nothing says baseball like, we'll get 'em this time. Probably. And looking ahead, single game tickets are now on sale for the Oakland Athletics. June homestand at Las Vegas Ballpark. The A's will host the Brewers June 8th through the 10th, and the Rockies June 12th through the 14th. So yes, Vegas baseball is heating up, just in time for the weather to do the same. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey, and we have much more in store for you when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Now we have more from Epic Realty's anniversary celebration, this time with a political angle. We're speaking with Alexandra Beth McLeod, who's running for District Court Judge Department 31.
Continuing our coverage on April 1st, it was a night of celebration and high energy in Las Vegas as Epic Realty hit a major milestone. KPVM TV News 25 covered the company's 3rd anniversary event at the Blue Museum. The room was filled with excitement, and team members and guests celebrated 3 years of rapid growth. Leaders say they're proud of how far they've come and even more excited about what's ahead. We also ran into judicial candidate Alexandra Beth McLeod at the event, and here's what she had to say.
Just a little background history, why you chose to run for that office.
Sure. I was a young lawyer about 12 years, maybe 15 years ago, when one of our district court judges was actually removed from the bench. And I was that judge's second to last trial. So I got to see firsthand what happens when bad judges are in office, and I would say that's the inception of when I started thinking about one day running for judge. I didn't have the qualifications at the time, but I do now, having tried cases in Clark County for more than 2 decades.
So that's 20 years. How long have you been out here in Southern Nevada?
We packed up the U-Haul right after law school graduation and moved from Sacramento, California to here to Vegas with my family. Vegas is the place that I have lived the longest my whole life, so home really does mean Nevada.
That's terrific. So you're going to run for judge and district court. This is going to be pretty interesting. What do you see are the major issues concerning Southern Nevada with the changes in development and the growth, especially?
So one of the big issues in our courts, but in the legal community overall, is access to justice and keeping up with our growing population to make sure that the courts can handle efficiently so that people can get in and have their day in court, have the help they need to resolve their disputes, but also so that people moving into our county and depending on what their resources are, that they have access to good representation, which is one of the reasons why our judges on the bench and our organizations in the legal community really encourage pro bono service to help make sure that when we have the growth that we can, the legal community can meet it.
If someone would like to donate to your campaign, if somebody would like to reach out to you, how do they find you?
Everything is at Vote McLeod. You can find me online at votemcleod.com, at Facebook at Vote McLeod, on Instagram at Vote McLeod, because I'm hoping that you'll check me out and decide that you want to follow the crowd and vote McLeod in November.
And we're highlighting another area business, New Vine Law, who's presenting a fun and productive event next week at the Bob Roode Center here in Pahrump as part of their Rise Up series. You'll have the opportunity to produce social media ready content in their temporary studio that will be outfitted with all the necessary equipment to showcase your business. And the best part, it's for free.
Hi, I'm Arlette Newvine with New Vine Law, Pahrump's family law and personal injury law firm. We have a passion for helping our community, and one of the ways that we're doing that is by starting a Rise Together series, where I will be creating different opportunities for business owners in Pahrump to come together and collaborate and help our businesses thrive. Our next series is April 24th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Bob Roode Community Center, where we will be setting up professional photo backdrops with professional lighting thanks to Pahrump Photography, Elena and Todd Arms, and we will be creating spaces for people to create content together, film on their own, collaborate ideas, come up with video ideas, and spaces for all of us to come together and edit our videos and post on social media, tagging each other, reaching wider audiences, and helping all of us thrive and rise together. 9 years ago, we created our tagline, "Let's go through it together." And I've promised my clients this for the last decade, and I promise this to my community as well. I want to help business owners grow, thrive, and rise together. If you want more information about this Rise Together series and also this specific event, go to my Facebook page at New Vine Law and find the events tab, and you'll see that there's a place to RSVP. We really hope to see you there. Since we started taking car accident cases, my business has been thriving. As a thank you to my community for trusting me with those cases, I'm offering 5 free uncontested child guardianship cases. So if you're a grandparent or a neighbor taking care of a child and their parents abandoned them and you need guardianship papers in place to help you care for that child, please contact my office by calling 775-751-3585, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'd be happy to get you in for a consultation to see if your case applies for this free pro bono child guardianship.
More electrifying news for you when we return.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, in today's news about Valley Electric Association, line workers brave heights, harsh weather, and live wires to keep our power on. But how has their gear kept them safe throughout it all? Valley Electric dives into the innovative world of line worker equipment.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Let's face it, you probably don't think about how you get electricity until it goes out. It takes a lot of people to keep power flowing smoothly, and line workers are on the front lines. They're often in challenging and dangerous situations to ensure you receive safe, reliable power. Line workers are required to perform detailed tasks while working 40 feet in the air near dangerous amounts of high voltage. To stay safe and get the job done, these brave men and women wear personal protective equipment. Let's take a look at a line worker's gear. Line workers do everything possible to prevent them, but unexpected fires can happen. Fire-resistant clothing will self-extinguish, limiting injury due to burns. Line workers are required to wear insulated rubber gloves when working on any type of electrical line. Protective gloves are usually made of leather and are worn over the insulated gloves to protect the rubber from punctures and cuts. Insulated hard hats are worn at all times to protect line workers from blows to the head and falling objects. Line workers wear tall, steel-toe boots that are designed with extra support in mind. The height of the boot shields linemen from gouges, and serrated heels provide a better grip when climbing poles. Line workers must wear protective goggles or glasses when working on electrical lines or clearing rights-of-way to protect them from loose debris and other hazards. In addition to these standard items, line workers may be required to wear equipment belts, tool pouches, safety straps, and other types of equipment. A line worker's gear typically weighs about 50 pounds. That's a lot of extra weight when working in dangerous conditions. Next time you see a line worker, be sure to thank them for keeping the lights on.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at this breezy April day. We see a few scattered clouds, and those winds are picking up as the temperatures increase for a bit. A closer look in weather next.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Time now to take a look at our forecast here in Pahrump, in Las Vegas, and throughout the Silver State. Death Valley's high today, 94. Then they drop down to a seasonal 66 overnight. Las Vegas's high today, 86. We drop down to the mid-60s as well overnight. Amargosa's high today, 85. Beatty tops out at 80, then drops 30 degrees overnight. Goldfield's high, 71. They drop another 30 degrees to 41 overnight. Tonopah tops out at 69, then drops down to 39 overnight. Carson City's high today, 67. With a low of 42. The near-weather twins of Fallon and Fernley have highs in the low 70s, then drop down to 47 overnight. Here in Pahrump, it is currently 80 degrees. Our high today was 81 with winds out of the south at 12 miles per hour. Humidity is low at 12%. Sunrise was at 6:18 a.m. And looking ahead to our overnight low tonight, we'll drop down to 62 degrees with winds out of the southeast at 13 miles per hour. Humidity will increase to 33%. Sunset will be at 7:12 p.m. And looking ahead to our 7-day local forecast, the winds are breezing in through this weekend, which will make our temperatures drastically drop. Look at that overnight from Friday's high of 79 to the overnight lows in the 50s, then dropping down to a high of only 65 for Sunday with a low of 43 overnight. It'll be chilly overnight this weekend as those winds persist, but the beginning of our work week next week will remain partly cloudy and a bit chilly with a high of only 63 Monday, dropping down to 43 overnight, but those temperatures will increase a bit as our work week wanes on, with the skies remaining sunny on Tuesday and Wednesday, with those temperatures increasing from the low 70s to the mid to upper 70s, but we'll still have overnight lows around the 50-degree mark. So it'll be chilly overnight, and hold on to your hats out there as those winds increase, and stay careful out there on the roadways. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.